Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's definitely been a long time since I filmed a video and I'm so sorry for that. But I made it my New Year's resolution to be more active on this and share my knowledge of beauty and cosmetics with the world, with everyone, with whoever wants to watch this video. So with that being said, I wanted to make the first video my favorite products of 2020. And don't mind this squeaky chair. I'm really sorry. I need a new one. But these are all my favorite products of 2020. Doesn't mean that everything launched in 2020, but these are things that I use consistently. So if you want to see that, just keep on watching. All right, so I'm not going to go in any particular order. I'm just going to pick up things on my table here and just talk about them. So with that being said, let's see. I will start off with some lip products. So, drop the concealer, so pick it up with my foot. For lip products, my most used lip liners are the Clinique Quick Liner for lips. Now I have a nude, a mauve, and a pink. So the mauve is in Sky Violet, the pink is in, I can never say this, Intense Hibiscus, and then the nude is in Intense Blush. These are perfect for any lip look and they just glide onto the lips and they last all day. Love those. Two lipsticks that I do love are Barely and Silvery Moon from Clinique. So Barely is a nice pinky nude, and I like to wear any of those lip liners underneath. And then Silvery Moon is just a nice frosty cool tone pink. My favorite, and I can't get enough of them. They're hydrating, have amazing color payoff, and they last a really long time on the lips, so you cannot go wrong with that. Okay, for some foundations, I have three. So I have a CC cream from Clinique. So this is infused with hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, aloe vera, SPF 30, and color. So it has coverage. Amazing for the masks, amazing for anybody with dry skin, anyone with sensitive skin. It just has the right ingredients and I love it. I've used it quite a bit. I already do have a new one that I'm gonna open probably soon. They're all from Clinique, I'm sorry, but they make my favorite foundations. The Clinique Super Balance, this is in the shade Alabaster, fair to light neutral, and I've had this for over a year and I'm still going on it. Amazing satin matte, natural matte finish with medium to full coverage. The last one is the Acne Solutions Liquid Makeup. This is stunning. If you have things to cover, you have texture, it just is a nice whipped formula that has great coverage. Sorry, super itchy. And it's just incredible on the skin and it lasts all day, especially under the masks. I don't have a problem with those coming off or anything like that. Sorry, this chair is just so squeaky. For some eyeshadow, Wifey got me this one, so definitely a favorite. Haven't used it a ton, but it definitely holds like a memory because she did buy it for me. So it's from MAC. It is its designer palette. It is beautiful. I think it just reminded her of me and that's why she got it. So super cute. She also got me this Rare Beauty. So this came out in the moment it came out. Like I just was like, oh, Selena Gomez came out with this and it's really cool. And she goes, well, what's it called? And it's this, and I got it. And she's like, oh yeah, I just ordered it. And I was like, what the fuck? But so good. Her quality and all her products have been amazing. I have nothing bad to say about any of the things I've tried from Rare Beauty. To try more in this new year. Highlighter, we have three. we have this highlighter palette from e.l.f. This is the Glow Gleam Beam. You can get this wherever they sell e.l.f. So Walmart, Superstore. It just has more glittery, shimmery toppers. The metallic shades here. So great universal product. I feel like anyone could use this. And it does come in a deeper shade as well. The Lunar Pop Highlighter from Clinique from their flower collection is so beautiful. Really nice, smooth glow to the skin, and same with the Gold Celebration Pop. Now this is limited edition, only comes out at the new year. They did do it again this year, so definitely grab it. It's so beautiful on the skin, and those, I kind of just gravitate towards those and kind of mix through them. For bronzer, I have the Clinique Sunkissed bronzer. I don't know how, I have not hit pan on this. This is insane, but not muddy at all. It just has a nice sheen, gives a nice glow, not too orange and not too cool. So it's just kind of right in the middle. So amazing. And it's lasted me over a year and a half. So doing well. Powder, I have 2 powders. That's a lie, I have 3. And so this one is the Clinique Super Powder Double Face Powder. So this is a hydrating powder foundation. Really great on its own, really great over concealer, over foundation. I kind of use it in every single way. And I love it underneath my eyes. I also have a lighter shade, and then same with the Perfectly Real powder from Clinique as well. This one is a little less hydrating, a little more matte, but still gives a smooth finish to the skin. Obviously, I've used them up completely. I love them. I have backups ready. Best powders. And then from the drugstore, in my opinion, the most similar to those powders would be the newer CoverGirl Clean Fresh. This is super smoothing. I can't use this one underneath my eyes because it is a little darker, but I do like it all over my face and down my neck to give nice smooth coverage. For some eyeliner, we have the black liquid liner and the brown liquid liner from Clinique. This is a brush tip liner, so it is not felt tip. It is just glides on like a beautiful dream, and you don't really have a mistake, and it's the easiest one to use, hence the name. Pretty easy eyeliner. So good. It's around $27 and they last a really long time, up to 6 months. I know you should toss your mascaras and eyeliners between 3 to 6. This one is right on that 6-month mark, which is incredible. I use the black probably the most, but since I've gotten the brown one, it's really good on like your natural days, or if you're not wearing a ton of makeup, it's just kind of to define the eye. It's perfect. For some eyeshadows from Clinique, I have their little quads. So I have majority of them. I think I'm missing 2. But I decided just to talk about these 3. So I have Teddy Bear, which is our all matte palette. So just your everyday shades, super easy to build up a crease look. Sometimes I'll use this just to do the crease, and then I'll put maybe like a shimmer topper from whatever brand on top. Galaxy, so this is your blues. I love blue eyeshadow. Oh, it just reminds me of my grandma. That's all she wore from Mary Kay. And then I have the Smoke and Mirrors. This is my all-time favorite little smoky palette. It's the easiest to get a really easy look. Basically, it tells you how to do it, you know? You could either go light to dark or dark to light. Like however you want to do it, it's in a row, it's easy to use. And larger palette, I have 2 larger palettes. So first being from Profusion. So I love Profusion. If you ever see any of their products, Winners, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, it's a steal. So they're already affordable enough, but when they get sent to those places, they're even more affordable. So this is the Chocolates palette, and it's a pretty good dupe for the Natasha Denona Gold palette. The quality and pigment consistency on the Profusion palettes is great. I've never noticed a different formula of eyeshadow, so it is very consistent. And like I said, if you can find it, definitely get it. Like this one was $6.99 at TJ Maxx when I could go to the States. And then for another bigger eyeshadow palette, I have the So Jaded by Kathleen Lights. This has been an all-time favorite since I bought it. If I don't know what I want to do with my eyeshadow, this is what I gravitate towards. You have so many options, and the quality of ColourPop eyeshadows is so good for the price. You cannot beat it. So every one of her collabs that I have her Dream Street palette and this one, and they work well together. They work well by themselves. They literally, this is a one and done palette, and ColourPop just brought it back. So if you were looking to get it, it's back on the website. An honorable mention, I got this later in the year, but it is the MAC Holiday Palette. So you have your smoky, you have your warms in the center, you have your neutrals on the side, and then these top three shimmers are fabulous. You can use them as highlighters, you can use them as your eyeshadow, you could literally tack them onto your lip, like you could do anything. And that's what I love about universal palettes, the way you can use them, like it's just incredible. So this palette has everything. I don't think it's available because it was limited edition for Christmas, but so good. Like it just, oh, like I love wearing it. It makes me feel so good. For some primer, I have two. So I have the Essence My Skin Perfector. Sorry, I had to look at it. This is a tinted primer. It's in light beige, the second shade, I believe. And this is like a professional dupe. So from Benefit, which is like $42, this is $6.99, and it does the exact same thing. And I'm wearing it on my face today. I love it. And then another smoothing primer. I mostly like smoothing primers. I use a good hydrator moisturizer, so I feel like I don't need a hydrating primer. I love smoothing primers. My favorite. So the Porblum. All these words are hard to say. It's from Touch in Sol. I found this one at Marshalls or Winners, one of the two in London. This is just a travel size, so it's just in the squeeze tube, which I like that it's in the squeeze tube because the pump, it gets caught at the end and it's hard to get the rest of the product. But best smoothing primer by far. It's like serum-y, so it's almost hydrating but smoothing. So it's a good all-in-one primer, and I highly recommend you try it if you have not. For concealers, I have a few here. So for drugstore, we have the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer in, I like the shade Light Sand. Fair Warm is a little too light for me, but mixing them is totally fine. And then I also have the CoverGirl True Blend Concealer. Ever since this came out, it's been a favorite. Amazing coverage and comes in a lot of shades, and they're both under $10. Clinique Baby, we have the Line Smoothing Concealer, which is so beautiful underneath the eye and all over the face. It has a nice soft lip texture. Soft matte finish is how I would kind of describe it. It's very similar to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's very creamy, and then I like to let it sit for 30 seconds before I blend it out, as I get more coverage that way. This other one from Clinique is the Even Better All Over Concealer. This came out this year, has a little sponge on the end, and it's just easy for touch-ups if it's in your purse. It's infused with caffeine, so it's really gonna plump up your under eye if you have any puffiness, and just kind of take that down a notch and make you look more awake, which is what we could all ask for. For two others, we have the Rare Beauty Concealer. So I have the shade 170W, so a warm light shade. Love this. It does crease a little bit underneath the eye, so you would definitely want to set it with a powder, but the coverage and the texture of it is just so creamy that it blends out like a dream. And then this has been a runner-up for this is probably the third year that I honestly have used this since it came out. So the Born This Way from Too Faced, the Sculpting Concealer. I have the shade Porcelain, and so good. Like, I like it all over the face as a foundation. I like it underneath the eyes to color correct. It's more yellow based. Love it. It lasts a really long time. I love the size of it. I know it's like a $40 concealer, but it lasts. So I mean, I've only ever had to buy one, and then this one in the 3 years that I've used it. Maybe two. I don't know when totally came out. Maybe it came out towards the end of 2018, I want to say. For some blush, or I call it blush. Put your blush on. This one from Clinique. This is Iced Lotus. So this is a nice cool tone lilac-y pink color with a soft shimmer in it. I love it. It just glides on the cheeks like butter. And it's my most used blush, I think. And it goes really well with that Silvery Moon lipstick. And then two blushes from Essence. I've got Beloved, which is a nice warm pink. And then we have Bespoke, which is your nude. Love these. They go on so perfect. I know Kathleen Lights really likes these as well. And she usually makes me buy this shit. From Natasha Denona, my best friend. I love her. I have the Mini Glam and the Camel. Now, I have majority of the mini palettes. This is the only 5-pan bigger palette that I have, and I definitely want the bigger palettes, but they're just so expensive. So I find, you know, I get the little minis here and there, and I can go between them and make up my own little cocktail. Oh, super good. The quality is amazing on Natasha Denona. If you have not tried it, or you don't even know who she is, or if you don't follow her Instagram, you should follow her Instagram. It is inspiring, and it inspires me to be a better makeup artist, truly, and to dive deeper in or to try something different. She makes me come out of my comfort zone, and that's truly why I love her brand. Prior to the mini palettes would be the Bite Size shadows from e.l.f. I have the shade Truffles and Rosewater. So both cooler tone palettes. The quality in these are so good. Super buttery, super creamy, and blend out really well. Like, honestly, it's up to par with the Natasha Denona. So it's crazy that brands can make quality so similar and it be totally different ends of the spectrum on price. I have a brow product. So I've been like using soap or like gel to kind of lift up my brows, and then I go in with either a brow pomade or a brow like little flicky penny thingy here. So this is from MAC. This is the Shape and Shade Brow Tint in Spiked, which is the dark brown shade. So it looks like a liner, a brush tip, and it just makes it easy to do these little feathery strokes and to make your brows look like they're bushy and big. It does a good job at doing that, and I love it. So I think this is the last makeup item. Yeah, so this is the NYX Cake That eyeliner powder. I've had this for a long time, but I've really gotten into it in the last year. It's for smoky eyeliner. It's perfect to kind of define the eye if you're just throwing on lashes and you just want a powder eyeliner, not kind of have the fuss of doing the liquid. The powder is amazing. You could also do this with a black or a brown shadow, but I find that this has more pigment to get the line that you want, so definitely recommend that. Oh, I lied, I have one more. The Clinique High Impact Extreme Volume Mascara. This is it. This is a good one. If I'm not wearing false lashes and I have more of a dramatic look going on, then I definitely go towards this. It curls them, it keeps them up all day, and you literally need like a coat and a half and you're done. It's amazing. So this is the Clinique Happy fragrance. Abira loves this on me. It's like all I wear for the most part, but it does remind her of when we first met, because I was definitely wearing this. It has Hawaiian flowers, citrus. It's so fresh and clean. Smells great on honestly everybody. So if you're looking for a new fragrance, it's been around for a long time too, but it's still just really good. I hope that was quick and showed you kind of the products that I've used all year. Not a ton of new launches, but I focused on the things that I had this year. And I mean, I wasn't wearing as much makeup as I was, say, a year and a half ago, right? Like, things have totally changed, but I definitely want to try and stay a little bit more consistent on this and branch out and try to show my knowledge and what I love about what I do. And makeup is an amazing escape for me, and I think it is for a lot of people. So I look forward to making more videos. Definitely let me know what you would like to see. I'm up for anything. I want to talk about mental health. I want to talk about lifestyle. I want to talk about me and a beer. I want to talk about everything, right? So yeah. So thank you so much for taking your time to watch my video, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon.